Hi there, and welcome to Living the Midlife Dream with me, Danielle Mauger. This is my first episode. I'm very excited. I'm so happy you're here. We'll see how this goes. What you can expect from this podcast is hopefully something of value every time you listen. That is my whole point. I really am talking to the midlife woman here. So if you're not a midlife woman, you probably won't find much interest here. You are welcome to listen. But I really just want to talk to my fellow midlife women. I myself am 51 and, I've been going through it. It's crazy what goes on. Nobody tells us. So I thought I'd come on here and just talk all things midlife, from health and wellness to relationships, all the things, all the things. One thing I do when I go out to dinner or if I'm walking with friends, like there's one particular group I have where when we're out to dinner, someone is always like, hey, did you try this lip gloss? Oh my gosh, these Birkenstocks are amazing. You got to get them. Or did you see this makeup? It's like, it's so fun. And that's what I'm going to try to bring to this podcast. Just like good tips and tricks and fun conversations. So hopefully you will walk away with having something of value every time you listen. So today I thought we would dive into confidence in midlife. Confidence in midlife to go after whatever it is that you want to go after. When I look back on my childhood, I think I was a pretty confident kid. I don't know. I've been thinking about something recently. I always had some insecurities, but I was always confident in like going after things and trying new things. But if there was something I wanted, like I've always gone after it. I mean, I had a baby at age 18 and didn't even faze me or my husband that I don't know. Was this going to be hard? Should people do this? I don't know. We just like dove head first and never looked back. We have a great life. So I was confident in that. I went into real estate as a young mom. I did well with that. And then I had my own fitness studio. I decided one day, you know what, I'm going to start taking classes. So I start taking classes. I just thought, I'm watching these instructors. I'm like, I can do that. Why not? I can do that. So, I ended up doing it and I did really well with it and I had a good following. And that probably was the one time in my life, other than being a mom and a wife, where I was so confident in what I was doing. When I owned my own fitness studio, I had an alter ego. Super Freak was her name. If you know, you know. But I would get on that podium, I would get on that bike and on the mic, and it's like I turned into Super Freak. And I was just so confident in it until I wasn't, which is the whole point of this podcast episode today. I ended up selling my studio, which, this could be a whole other like series of podcast episodes, which I won't get into, but I ended up selling my studio and it was a little while after I posted something on Instagram. It was like, your typical motivational, trying to get people to work out or whatever it was. And I had a very, very, very mean troll. We shall call this person a troll. Whoever came up with that idea or that name to call people online that spit out bad, mean things and then walk away calling them troll. It's genius. But anyway, so this person, I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to get into particulars. This person knew me. I knew them. And they said probably the most hurtful, mean things that no one in my entire life, whether I was in middle school, high school, any mean girl type of thing, this was like by far and away really the worst. And it actually destroyed me. So my whole point in telling you this is that my confidence level, if it was at a 10 most of my life, let's say 9, it took it down to like a 2. And it was there from 2018 until last year. Like this person and their comments were living in my head rent free. It was horrible. It really knocked my confidence just so far down. And like to the point where I wouldn't go places in town or go out to certain restaurants because I knew there would be a chance of possibly running into this person, which is ridiculous. And, I immediately deleted the comment that they wrote. And I really wish that I would have left it up only because what I have learned is that it really says so much more about that person than it does about me. But it took me a long time to get there. A lot of therapy, a lot of walking in nature, and a lot of long conversations with my husband and good friends. But my confidence is finally back. And I'm at a point now in my life too, where it's like, and hopefully you are as well, we're at midlife, right? 51. If I want to live to be 100, I have 49 more years. Now, just a side note, I do plan on living to 116. I don't know where that number came from, but I'm going to do it. But anyway, we'll use 100, round numbers. So if I have 49 years to live, am I honestly going to hide, make myself small, not do the things that I want to do just because I'm worried about other people's opinions? No, I'm not doing that anymore. What a waste. What a waste of time and energy. We only get one chance to live. So I'm at a point now where it's like, I'm going after it, right? I have been wanting to do a podcast. I've been wanting to post more on social media. But I've kind of been like, I'll post something and then like delete it, or think, oh my God, what if someone's going to say something? Well, you know what, Danielle? Yes, they are going to say something. I guarantee that there's people even listening to this right now or watching this that are like, is this girl kidding me? She's 51 years old. Does she think she's the next influencer? Oh my God. Like I've run through all those things in my head, and now I don't know what it is. Some kind of magic has happened. I'm very, very happy to say I don't care. I don't care what anybody thinks anymore. I'm going to do what I want, and we're going to see how this rolls. So that's what I want for you, especially in midlife. It's like we have lived all these years and we've gained so much wisdom through experiences that we've had. And why would we not put this to use? Why not? I mean, I just think life is way too short. I have absolutely no regrets in my life. I've made lots of mistakes and have failed many times at things, but I do believe in that where, I would regret, like, let's just say the fitness studio. If I didn't follow through with that, I would be at a point now where I would be looking back going, oh God, what if? So I just don't want to do that anymore. And I want to encourage you also not to do that anymore. I just think everything in our life, all these chances that we take, all these times that we failed, tried and failed, it all leads us to something new and something that's meant to be. So that's where I am, and I hope to have you there along with me. I just want to encourage you to start. Like, let's use this podcast as an example. I'm no dummy. I know that the sound isn't great. I know that it's not perfect. I am not comparing myself to, Mel Robbins or the Skinny Confidential or any of these bigger podcasts that I love to listen to. Because, they've been doing this. They're seasoned professionals. I'm just a little woman over here trying something new. And I'm having fun with it. And we're going to see where it goes. I think it's going to lead to something great. So my encouragement today is for you just to, if you have something that you really want to start, have the confidence to go after it. You can do this. If you are in midlife, you have done way harder things in life. And you have all of the knowledge and the power and the confidence to go after it. So I'm going to leave you on that super high vibe. That's the way we're living now, right? Super high vibe. Thank you so much for joining me. This is a short and sweet episode. Most of my episodes, well, you know what? Let's not put a timeline on it. I would say they're probably going to be 15 to 20 minutes long, but you never know. Thank you so much for joining me. If you liked this episode, if you want to hear more from me, please subscribe, rate, review, anything you could do. Share it with your friends, and I will see you next time.